Hey, now we're going to move on to the final guest tonight, and I'm sorry it's taken so long, and I'm sorry it's been a long old show, and I'm sorry you missed 22 minutes of it. Live from Australia, I've got Gary Todd, the man behind the entertaining and informative books Workouts from Boxing's Great Champs 1 and 2, both published by Cass Pennant's company, Pennant Books, and available now. In fact, one of them sold about 25,000 internationally. They do have stuff that you don't know, trust me. There's not just loads of stuff in there lifted, because what he does, interestingly, Gary, is he goes out and he meets them all and he watches them train, and in some cases he trains with them, and he's got picture proof that he's with them, and that's what I like about it. It's not just a lifting job, not just a cuttings job, and I'm delighted to say that all the way from Australia, Gary joins me now. Gary, how are you?
Good evening, Buncey.
How are you, my son? Listen, Gary, first of all, when did you first get the idea for putting together this definitive book, these definitive books on great fighters and their training methods?
Buncey, I'm involved in the construction industry, and it came to me one night. I was on night shift, and I had me boys on the jackhammers. And I was thinking to myself what I was going to do when I went to the gym in the morning. And it just came to me. I thought, geez, are these world champions? Wonder how they kept up with winning the world titles, defending the world titles, and still having to go to work and feed the family and what have you. And that's how I came up with the idea. I said, I'm going to try this, because I was going to the fights around the world anyway.
Sure.
And I said, well, I'm going to try and get some of this information and start logging it. And I'd had experience while I was in Australia training with guys like Jeff Harden, Jeff Fennick. This was in the 80s, the mid-80s, and boxing was at peaking there just with these type of fighters. So I started to train with some of these guys, and I had a lot of experience. And I thought, well, I don't think anybody's done it before, so I'm going to give it a crack. So I bought the old computer, and I started
typing away.
How to type. Yeah.
Gary,
that's how it came about.
So let me ask you this, Gary. Of all the ones that you've actually trained with, not the ones who you've asked them what they did when they trained, people at Alaminta, but all the ones you've actually been in the gym and watched their workout, who out of all of them, from Manny Pacquiao to Mayweather to whoever, who has impressed you the most?
Well, I've got a few actually, a bunch of. The first one would be, you would have to say, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao it's actually freakish to see that somebody's got that amount of energy in their body. It's unbelievable to watch him. I'm sure you've seen him yourself, but
sure.
It is awe-inspiring.
It is awe-inspiring.
The other one was Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he trains very, very hard.
Yeah, if you can find out what time he's training, yeah, he's tricky like that.
Yeah.
Now,
But the one that sticks in my mind the most was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was pretty actually scary to watch. I saw him knocking out 7 sparring partners one after the other.
Yeah. Now those aren't stories; those are true. Listen, Gary, I'm gonna have to end it there. Not because there's anything wrong; it's just that we lost 22 minutes of the show today because of cricket. Gary's book, by the way, is called Workouts from Boxing's Greatest Champs 2. By Gary Todd, published by Pennant Books. Okay, Workouts from Boxing's Greatest Champs 2 by Gary Todd. Joe Goods.